Okay, here we are. Alt.nerd.obsessive.
That's just in. Go to hell.
Hey everybody, this is, how do you start the show?
Hey everybody, welcome to... No, that's not it. Hey everybody, this is Worst Episode Ever, a podcast for people who love The Simpsons, by people who love The Simpsons, about how much we hate The Simpsons. We're here in traffic. We are not doing a normal episode.
Driving from... My name is Jack.
Oh, my name is Dan, yes.
We're driving from Simpsons Trivia. It's Thursday. It's 11:30 at night.
It's midnight, actually.
We're driving from Williamsburg, which is a neighborhood in Brooklyn, to Bay Ridge, where we both live, another neighborhood in Brooklyn.
Yes.
Sounds like it would be a relatively easy trip.
It is not.
We've been in traffic for quite some time.
We're in a car where you pay by the minute.
If you haven't heard of Car2Go, it's usually a very convenient app.
It is. It's great.
You started your car with your iPhone or whatever you have, your Android. You don't like the Apple.
I don't.
So that was cool. And then we got in the car and it said "Welcome Dan Mulho." It's very futuristic.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do about traffic though. It
right to the traffic.
Does not fly.
We need like a Jetsons type future where we were flying cars.
Yeah, exactly.
And,
Actually, my favorite. There was a Jetsons episode where George Jetson is buying a new car and the car salesman's showing him different cars. And the one he's like, "This one's great for parking," and it just has a big laser gun on it that blows up a car that's in a better spot.
That seems like a very violent joke for the Jetsons.
Yeah, they did it. It was a very violent show. You never saw the episode where he just smacked her chain around?
He just stabs Elroy in the heart.
By the way,
you're no son of mine.
I guess I've been saving this, but I guess it's at this point it's moot. But a buddy, a good friend of mine,
There's a chance this will never go anywhere.
Probably not. It might not even save. My iPhone has like 5% juice.
Right.
But we wanted to write a live-action Jetsons movie. This was about 10 years ago. Me and my writing partner.
Sure.
And we had a great cast. We had Ray Romano as George Jetson. Mm-hmm. We had Danny DeVito as Spacely.
Right.
And my idea was, instead of making Elroy a 7-year-old or whatever...
There is a development in the traffic. Dozens of people are just going the opposite way on the street.
Wait, is that the opposite way?
Yeah.
That's not a second lane?
No, that's a lane of traffic coming towards this way.
Literally dozens of cars. You're not exaggerating.
I'm not fucking around. Like... This is the opposite way on the street, and they're just going.
I have a feeling this is going to turn out to be like some Rodney King video of like right before a huge riot.
This is insane.
And they're going to be like, what are they talking about the Jetsons right before all those people were killed on the BQE?
It's still happening.
This is
just like one cop car did it, and then just like, it looks like hundreds of cars have done it.
The question is, why aren't you following them? They're all getting ahead of us.
I'm not going to follow them. There's a giant arrow pointing the opposite way in the asphalt.
That's a suggestion. Literally every car behind us. We're now the last car in the line.
This is not going to be our last podcast ever. It's not even a podcast. I don't even know what this is. Is it even still recording? It is. All right, so no one has died that we know of.
Maybe. I can't see anything.
Maybe.
This is Platinum Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the idea I had for the Jetsons was, instead of a 7-year-old playing Elroy, Patton Oswalt.
That's a great idea.
For Elroy.
Yeah.
And he like lives in the basement or whatever the basement equivalent in the future of their space house.
The space spire.
Yeah, where are we? What is this? Oh, we're in Atlantic.
We're in Atlantic, finally.
Okay.
I'm going to go back to the highway and see if that does anything for us.
Where'd all those cars that just
I have
illegally...
no idea. It's so funny that they all just stopped.
I don't understand. What if one car happened to be coming the right way?
I have no idea.
So
that was good podcasting.
Yeah, so
yeah, we were just at Simpsons Trivia. It was a lot of fun. I think some listeners were there, so thanks for coming out if you were.
We met the host of the Chicago Simpsons Trivia.
Yes, host of Chicago, Neil Arcenti. He was there.
Very funny, nice guy.
He does not listen to the show, but we appreciated meeting him anyway. And I don't know what this person is doing, but I'm not going to let them in. Yeah, there's the car, you asshole. There's the one car who's very confused that the car's going the opposite direction.
I mean, if you see 80 cars coming your way, you would think
you're going the wrong way. Yeah, now he's going to cut me off.
This fucking asshole.
What that prick in his fucking Lexus.
And now a truck full of infected monkeys I'm drunk. I'm still drunk.
I'm completely sober, which is good because I'm driving the car.
You are driving the car.
Jack is not driving.
No. Usually I drink beers at Simpsons Trivia. I don't know why. Today I went fancy and I was like, I'll have one fancy expensive cocktail. And it was a dark and stormy. It was ginger beer with rum in it and some lime and some other stuff.
Ginger beer? How was that?
I love my ginger beer, yeah.
I've never had ginger beer. I think
you never had the Krabbies? No. Even at my house, I always have Krabbies in the fridge.
I've always used protection, so I've never had the Krabbies.
It's ginger ale. It tastes exactly like ginger ale, except it's beer.
Okay.
So it was that.
I like ginger ale.
With rum and some other stuff. And I was like, I'll have one. It's about the price of like 2 beers.
Yeah.
And which is expensive because 1 beer in Brooklyn is the price of 4 beers.
Yeah, if you're not in the Brooklyn area, everything's expensive.
Yeah, everything's expensive.
From cars that you take.
It was $12 for a fucking drink. It was $12 plus. You take into tip account. I was realizing this later when I was like, calculating a tip. I do 20%. It's just like, shit,
big spender.
So I was like, that adds $3 to each drink.
Yeah.
So I paid $50 anyway.
That same guy is just cutting people off, and that other guy flipped him off. You're all experiencing a true New York moment. If you're not from here, you're living vicariously through me.
Anyway, I thought I was going to get 1 drink. I got 3, and that was expensive, and I'm regretting it. And it made me drunk. And then you asked me to grade the papers.
Yes.
Didn't
go so well.
Grade the Simpsons Trivia, and...
had numerous errors.
Mostly on your part, to be honest.
Well,
half and half.
Half and half. Did you say Twinkie the Twins? Didn't even sound anything like it. Get back at that bus stop. We're not even in the studio.
If only we were helmets.
Well, now we're actually moving on the highway, which is good.
Yeah, that's
because I've been in this car for what seems like a small eternity.
So I guess this is a good time to wrap up the podcast because we're clearly...
Yeah,
we were sitting in traffic for almost an hour. We were getting bored.
Yes. Again, paying by the minute in this car.
So please buy stuff on Amazon to pay for this trip.
Yes, we would really
because we want to get home to our loved ones.
Yes. My wife has divorced me because she's just like, well, he's never coming home. So ladies, if you're listening, I'm swinging single again.
And if you want to date him, it'll be a few days before he reaches you via car.
Yes. I have to get out of wherever I am.
All right. Thanks for listening to this.
And we didn't talk about The Simpsons at all.
This non-podcast.
It's just what's happening now.
It was only a matter of time.
Cut all this.
The Jetsons is sort of The Simpsons.
Let's keep talking. Let's not actually end. What did you ever think of the Flintstones? What a show that was.
I love the Flintstones.
And when the Jetsons met them.
The Flintstones also had a clear post-classic delineation when they had the great Gazoo.
Oh, absolutely. Gazoo, yeah. Great Gazoo.
Yeah.
And the Simpsons had Osmodiar, which was a joke. But what episode was that? Was that the 138th episode spectacular?
No, that was a spin-off.
Oh, you're right. No, it wasn't that one.
It was 138?
I think it was 138th, which is not a bad line to draw.
You sure it's not the spin-off?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know, because what's-his-face hosts both of them. So it's...
Yeah, Troy McClure. Or what's-his-face, either way. Beloved Simpsons character voiced by Phil Hartman. Is anyone listening to this?
I don't know if you are.
Are we even going to release this? I don't even know if this is
We're sorry if you are.
A special edition, the Traffic Jam cast.
Horrible mistake if you are.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I'm sure there's at least like a Hall & Oates song on your iPod or iPhone, whatever you got. Something better than this.
Oh, here she comes.
She's a man.
I shoot you up.
We're just going to sing Hall & Oates to you.
So you should stop listening now.
Remember, this is a Simpsons podcast.
Private eyes are watching you. Watching your every move. Watching you. You make my dreams. What is this?
I don't know.
It's way too late. I've been up for so long.
We're so tired.
I'm so tired.
We have to be up in like 5 hours for work.
But The Simpsons is a good show.
Was a good show.
It was.
Cut all this.
Worst episode ever.